All right, and as promised, I have my second video ready. Today is still Monday, November 14th. I think it's about 9:30 p.m., 10 o'clock, somewhere around there, and I'm about to have a salad for dinner in a moment. But for now, let's talk about my next subject, which is, I don't even know if I should say my obsession with Korea, but um, I do have a love of Korean culture. I am so not a Koreaboo, one of those cringeworthy girls, but I do have fixation with Korea at the current moment. However, I also have a love of Chinese culture and Japanese culture. I want to learn Mandarin. I don't even know if I'm going to do Mandarin and Cantonese or just Mandarin. And eventually I want to learn Japanese and I want to learn about that culture. And I think it's Asian cultures in general. Look, I'm even thinking about Thai at this moment. I'm like, can my brain handle all these languages? Initially, it was, oh, my best friend introduced me. I mean, I started watching BuzzFeed and my best friend helped me start watching K dramas. And I really liked it. And I was like, you know what? It'd be great if I could learn Korean because then I wouldn't have to look at the subtitles. Plus, I don't want to be a stupid American all my life with just one language. I'd like to learn another. And Korean was really beautiful. I was like, I'd love to learn Korean. So I was like, okay, that's where it started. So then once I started watching Korean dramas and I started listening to K-pop, I was like, you know what? First of all, beautiful people. Regardless of the fact that Korean, actors in K-dramas, they're ridiculously beautiful. A lot of them have had surgery and they're beautiful. That's the reason they're in dramas, because they're so beautiful. And they're K-pop singers because they're so beautiful. And they're talented. But just ordinary people in Korea, I think, are so beautiful. So it wasn't like, oh, I have to go to Korea to meet a sexy Korean guy that looks like the ones in the dramas. No, I think Korea is beautiful. All the pictures I see, I have friends who live in Korea who are teachers and who work in different aspects of Korea. So I was like, man, I really am getting interested in this country. I'd love to go visit something different. So I started learning about Korean culture a little bit, and they're a little bit more formal than I am. So I know whenever I get there, I would definitely have to be mindful of, I'm very boisterous and I'm a little loud and I'm a little flashy. So I may have to be a little conscious of that if I ever get to Korea. But I'm still excited about going there. I mean, I've tried a little bit of the food that's here from the, Korean vendors that I have here, like Korea House. Oh my God, that bibimbap is freaking delicious, and their pot bingsu is delicious. And then there's a place called Shinjun here in Orlando, which is freaking awesome. It's like this small little hole in the wall off of Colonial and Mills, and it's just so good. And they're, oh God, what is that? I can't even remember right now. I know it's some Korean barbecue. Oh, bulgogi. Bulgogi, oh man, it is so good. I love that you can either cook it yourself or they can bring it to you, and they have the greatest pickles and everything else. There's another Korean place that my best friend likes, but I wasn't feeling it, so I'm not going to mention it. And then there's this place called Izzyban here that is like Korean style barbecue, but it's unlimited. And you can do like little wraps and delicious food, and they're having like rice and fried rice and sushi, and they have a little bit of everything. And it's just like they have soju and little soju ice cream drinks. I mean, wow. So I've tried to delve into all kinds of Korean food and delicacies. I just went to the first Korean festival they had at the Grace Church like a week ago. And I've made so many friends in the different K-pop groups, and some of them who live in Korea. And it was like, great, it's really great to know them. And I'm in a Korean language group, and it's still taking me a while. I have to get my mindset right, because I know if I'm going to really learn Korean, I at least have to do 2 hours a day of study. And sometimes I'm just not in the mood, and I have to make sure I remember everything I say. There's easy stuff, like if I say like, oh, chincha, or debak, or kamsamida, or just like the easy stuff like thank you and oh really, or that's incredible, or that's awesome, or so some easy expressions, which I hated that Koreaboos throw those out like left and right. If I'm going to talk, I want to have like I'm like saying a sentence and I'm learning things. So that's my whole main goal, is I'm learning how to read it, how to say it. I don't want to do any of that romanization crap. So it is actually a dedication on my part to actually learn it. I said, listening to music is one thing, Marsha. You have got to really embrace the culture. You've got to take the time to learn. You have got to really do it if you're going to do it. So I don't have any Korean friends that are, that are around that could help me. So I'm definitely going to have to pay for a tutor at some point to help me get a little better at my pronunciation and actually remembering, because man, sometimes it'll go in one ear and out the other. So I'm doing a course right now. It's called Learn Korean from Zero, which I love. I have the book, and the website goes step by step with the book. So if you're looking at something, you want to make sure you're saying it right, you can go to the website and it has all the pronunciation. Freaking awesome. And then there's a company, K-pop Plus. There was the man who owns it or runs, his name is Nick. He was helping me for a while with my Korean and trying to find teachers for me that could Skype with me. And for a while, that was great. Unfortunately, we were having a hard time because, I really needed to at least pay $30 an hour. So it's kind of hard to find someone for under that. So we were doing it for a while, and then it just got kind of crazy. Plus, I'm in retail, so my hours are ridiculous right now. So I just have to probably find someone here locally to do it and not Skype and just have them with me. So, and I think somebody once a week, maybe for 2 hours, will probably do it so I can go over my lessons, and then any questions I have, I can ask them and make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. And then just have something, try to have a conversation. Like my best friend, she's learning it as well. And she's not, I don't think right now she's doing the book. She's very phonetically hearing things and she's able to pick it up. I have to see it. And I know Hangul, the alphabet. So if I see it, how it's spelled, I can figure out how to pronounce it. So, and just like with English, there's different little tricks and things. There's something that sounds this way, or you think it's supposed to sound this way, it sounds differently. And there are words that sound the same. You just have to, the context of, the conversation. Let me just tell you, it is a little exhausting sometimes trying to get, all of this in my brain. And imagine, I want to do Chinese and Japanese after this, and I'm still trying to get, it all down. Just because I'm 43, I don't think that I should stop learning or stop thinking and, trying to improve myself. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And the fact that I want to go to Korea or I want to go to Japan or I want to go to China, it's not because of some fetish or some fad. It's because I'm truly interested. I mean, right now, Korea, I'm really interested in going to see Korea. I mean, the beautiful places that you see in the dramas, the beautiful places I see on the internet, the beautiful places that my friends post up with who are in Korea just make me super excited about going. Now, granted, it is a huge undertaking because I have to get my passport like now. So December, I'm going to try to get my passport because with Korea, you have to have had it at least 3 months before you go there. And then I have to figure out airfare, how I'm going to go, where I'm going to stay. Because you have to know when you get there, you have to already have a place to stay. So I have to figure out where I'm going to stay, how much, how long I'm going to stay. And if I'm by myself, I'm going to have to try to reach out to people who live there that I know. And some of these people are just online friends. So, and there's one, actually real friend there. And then, Nick with K-Pop Plus, I'm sure his company would help me because they do have tour guides and everything else. So granted, I have to pay for it. So nothing is free in this world unless you know somebody. And, on top of that, I want to go to KCON in LA this year because I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I have some great, musicians and artists there, and hopefully Lee Min-ho comes back again. And then I want to also go to Rockville, which is in April. So when am I going to be able to do this and afford this and work? And then I want to go to LA because I have friends who live in Koreatown because I wanted to experience, that life there, being surrounded by Korean people who speak the language, and hopefully I'd be able to practice there and talk to people there. There's just so many things I want to do. And it's like I'm trying to cram it all in 2017, and it just may have to be 2018. Did I mention I'm going on cruising next year too? So yeah, I have one cruise scheduled, and I'm trying to plan another one for sometime in the mid-year. Yeah, I do. I try to live my life to the fullest as much as I can. But as for now, I still love Korean culture. I think it's a beautiful country. They have somewhat crazy opinions on skin tone, but that's almost anywhere, especially here too. So there's some things that are a little weird for me about Korea, but about any Asian country. But I'm still determined to go experience it. I want to leave the U.S. and go travel and enjoy and immerse myself in the culture. And if I can learn Chinese, Japanese, and Korean, maybe I can, get a job translating. Well, what my dream job would be? My dream job would be to work for like a company, like a K-pop company, and travel with some group who's going around to different countries. And since I speak all 3 languages, I could go with them around Asia. Granted, I can't do anything with Thai because that's going to be the last language I learn if I do Thai, but Maybe I could do that too. And I don't know. I think the sky's the limit. As far as my ambition can take me or my brain can take me, I'm going to do it, right? All right. I've ranted a bit. So I'm going to stop now with my ranting. And I'll see you guys soon. I'm probably going to do another video tomorrow because even though I work tomorrow, I'm off for like the next 2 days after that. So I may try to squeeze another one in, and it's going to be a metal one because I am lax in my metal videos. I'm just might add. I have not talked about Avenged Sevenfold yet. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of things I could totally be talking about. So I'm sure I'm going to, this video's going to be too freaking long. The last one was 12 minutes and I was trying to make it 10. So let's hope this one is short too, but you never know. I start talking and then mouth gets away with me. All right, I'm going to go. Marsha Hughes out.